Social inclusion, a path for cohesive classrooms, easy explanation. 1. Introduction. Creating a cohesive and inclusive classroom is a major challenge for teachers. Many groups in society, especially differently abled people, are still not fully included in education and social life. Although governments have created laws and policies to support marginalized groups, these individuals are often treated as unequal or different, and their differences are not respected. However, many differently abled people show strong determination and capability. If they are given proper opportunities and included in society, they can become productive members of the country. For this reason, society, policymakers, teachers, and other stakeholders must work together to support their inclusion. Social inclusion means reducing social exclusion. The less people are excluded, the closer society moves toward full inclusion. Schools in the future should be designed in a way that they support both normal and differently abled students. 2. Example of social exclusion. The author shares a real-life example about his cousin Sanju, who had an intellectual disability. During a family wedding, Sanju was kept in a dark and isolated room so that relatives would not see him. When he tried to hug the author happily, his father pushed him away. This example shows how society often hides or isolates disabled individuals instead of accepting them. Many people like Sanju are excluded from normal social interaction, even though they deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. 3. Situation of disability in society. Statistics show that a large number of people live with disabilities. According to the 2011 census of India, about 2.68 crore, 2.21% people are disabled. The World Health Organization estimated millions of people with intellectual disabilities. Even though governments and organizations have introduced programs for health, education, and welfare, the social status of differently abled individuals has not improved enough. 4. Meaning of social inclusion. Social inclusion refers to ensuring that everyone in society can participate equally, regardless of disability, gender, class, or background. It means improving ability, opportunities, dignity, participation in society. When inclusion exists, individuals can participate in economic, social, cultural, and political life. 5. Meaning of social exclusion. Social exclusion occurs when individuals or groups are prevented from participating in society. It may happen due to poverty, lack of education, disability, social discrimination, cultural or economic barriers. Social exclusion affects the quality of life of individuals and also weakens social unity in society. 6. Dimensions of social exclusion. Social exclusion can occur in different areas of life. 1. Unequal access to resources. When individuals are not allowed to use resources such as education, healthcare, jobs, or public facilities, they are socially excluded. 2. Unequal participation. When people are not allowed to participate in social activities, community events, or institutions because of disability or other reasons. 3. Denial of opportunities. When capable individuals are denied jobs, education, or other opportunities because of prejudice or discrimination. 7. Importance of social inclusion. Social inclusion is important because it improves the overall well-being of differently abled individuals. Benefits include better mental health, increased self-confidence and self-esteem, reduced loneliness and isolation, greater social participation, equal rights and dignity. When people are included, they are less likely to feel inferior or isolated. 8. Employment and economic challenges. Many differently abled individuals face unemployment and low income. In developing countries, 80 to 90% of disabled people of working age are unemployed. Lack of education and skills training reduces their chances of employment. Because of this, society often wrongly sees them as non-productive members, which further increases their social exclusion. 9. Lack of voice in society. Another major issue is that differently abled people often do not have a voice in decision-making. They are usually told what to do by others and are not included in discussions about their own lives. This lack of participation prevents them from understanding their rights and building confidence. 10. Conclusion. Social inclusion is essential for creating a fair and cohesive society. Differently abled individuals should be accepted as equal members of society. To achieve this, society must change its attitudes. Schools must create inclusive classrooms. Governments must implement supportive policies. Communities must provide equal opportunities. When society accepts individuals as they are, it leads to stronger, more inclusive, and harmonious communities. Social inclusion. Easy explanation. Meaning of social inclusion. Social inclusion means improving the conditions so that every individual and group can participate fully in society. According to the World Bank 2013, social inclusion is the process of improving the ability, opportunities, and dignity of disadvantaged people so that they can participate in society like others. Similarly, the European Commission 2003 explains that social inclusion ensures that people who are at risk of poverty and social exclusion receive the resources and opportunities needed to participate in economic, social, political, and cultural life. It also allows them to enjoy a standard of living considered normal in society and participate in decisions that affect their lives. Concept of social inclusion. Efforts towards social inclusion started because social exclusion increased in many parts of the world. Many individuals, especially differently abled people, were excluded from normal social activities. Social inclusion means that people with disabilities should be able to participate in society equally. Instead of forcing them to change, society should change its attitudes, environment, and systems to support them. When differently abled individuals are included in society, it leads to greater harmony and social balance. A society can only become cohesive when its members accept diversity and support each other. Social inclusion is different from other types of inclusion because it focuses not only on including individuals, but also on changing the mindset of society. It encourages people to recognize the needs, expectations, and importance of differently abled individuals. To achieve social inclusion, social integration must take place so that all members feel connected and valued in society. Social inclusion and cohesive classrooms. Every individual can face social exclusion for different reasons, such as gender, ethnicity, economic status, social background, disability. However, exclusion becomes more serious when disability is involved. Sometimes families or communities create a gap between themselves and the disabled person, which increases over time. Even though society may slowly accept people with mental illness, family members may still ignore the problem or avoid treatment. In some cases, if a person behaves in unusual ways, people may avoid them completely, causing social isolation. Social inclusion is closely related to social exclusion. The higher the level of exclusion, the slower the inclusion process becomes. To improve inclusion, society must create a sense of belonging for differently abled individuals. Role of family, community, and society. The first institution that must accept a differently abled person is the family, followed by neighbors and society. For social inclusion to succeed, society must bring emotional changes, positive attitudes, economic support, job opportunities, structural changes, accessible facilities, and systems. When society shows togetherness and acceptance, differently abled individuals gain confidence and trust. This helps them become active participants in society. Society should create an environment that meets the needs of everyone. Every person has rights, responsibilities, and duties towards society. When differently abled individuals are given opportunities, they develop a strong social identity and sense of belonging. This helps create cohesive and harmonious classrooms and communities. Hack intergroup issues among disabled groups. Another challenge is the differences between groups of differently abled individuals themselves. Sometimes groups with different disabilities do not cooperate or support each other, which creates division among them. Their needs and rights may differ, which can weaken unity within the community. To solve this problem, there should be a common platform where all groups can discuss issues, accept differences, and develop shared rules and policies. This ensures equal representation for all groups. Barriers to social inclusion. Social inclusion is often blocked by discriminatory policies and institutional behavior. Examples include prejudiced attitudes, unfair policies, lack of equal distribution of resources, limited participation opportunities. These factors prevent differently abled individuals from being fully accepted in society. Challenges in implementing social inclusion. One major challenge is measuring social exclusion and inclusion. It is difficult to identify clear indicators because social exclusion is multidimensional and depends on context. Factors such as location, community, gender, and economic conditions make the issue more complex. Therefore, both social inclusion and exclusion involve many social, economic, and cultural dimensions. Role of education in promoting inclusion. These challenges can be reduced through education and humane attitudes. Education can help society understand disability, remove prejudice, provide equal opportunities, promote participation in social processes. When differently abled individuals understand their strengths and weaknesses, they develop self-confidence and self-respect. This leads to the development of self-esteem and identity, enabling them to become responsible and active citizens. Conclusion. Social inclusion is a continuous and dynamic process. It requires the cooperation of families, communities, institutions, and governments. When society treats differently abled individuals with respect, equality, and dignity, they become valuable contributors to society. At that point, we can say that true